Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? So, with we never learned this week. Uh, yeah, this episode was absolutely hype. Um, to begin with the substitute, definitely sitting outside for the reason I didn't think until I saw. Like it took me a while to understand why she was fully sitting outside. Um, I mean, yeah, her place was dirty and stuff, and then I guess I just wasn't thinking about it. Even when the cockroach shows up, um, seeing her reaction and seeing how all this plays out was absolutely hilarious. I don't think I laughed like that many times within an episode out loud as many times as I did, just because of how the situations were playing out. Um, Seeing the cockroach for the first time and having her freak out to the point where they can't even kill it had me dead. But to think that then they would, she would she would have one of her students that she tutors shows up, and because she doesn't want to look, I guess, at any time like she has a weakness or something, or that she relax. I don't know. She's weird. She doesn't want to show anything to one of her students, but she doesn't mind showing it to the other. Um, but with that being said, she literally, kind of shows that she is pretty much human, and she pretty much has weaknesses like everybody else too. One of the girls she used to tutor, so at least now one of them has like a little bit of an idea that she's not just this all powerful, crazy, strong woman. um, but the other part is that she straight up sees that the girl straight up bodies the cockroach like it was nothing. Like they're both the guy can't get up to attack it because she's probably heavier than him because she's older, and she has like all of her body weight on him, and then the cockroach is like, oh, I guess I'll just attack the new girl. And that was the last thing he ever got to try and got bodied for it. So yeah, absolutely funny. I don't know, man. Like there's a lot of shows that do things that are, you could see it coming from a mile away, and it's sometimes just not really that funny. um, I don't think this show really has that problem at all. Like this show feels natural. It doesn't feel forced. Everything just feels decent with how they go about telling the story. So I think out of all the aspects that we get from this, uh, that's the better. That's like the better part of it. So can't wait to see what actually goes on, because from looking at the preview of next week, it actually looks like something is gonna pop off yet again, like something very interesting. So can't wait to see how that actually ends up and where that ends up, because from what I can tell, it looks like a bunch of new enemies for these ladies to meet. And when you have a bunch of enemies that the ladies really are the only ones that see them as enemies, or for instance, the tutor that they had and just the relationship that they had between them compared to the guy and the main and her, um, it's absolutely like flipped. Like they don't have that nearly as bad as a relationship, and that's why he was trying to like make at least one of them be friends with each other. And yeah, you can't really force something like that. I mean, he was gonna try it, but you shouldn't force stuff like that. It doesn't usually work out too well. But yeah, overall, that was just the first half. Him going over, running, like him just reading a book, running into one of the teachers at the school, and happening to have to clean up the whole place and stay over until the cockroach showed itself, which it chose not to for quite some time. Um, but yeah, the second half The craziest part, I mean, it was obvious. I'm not gonna lie. These are the types of obvious stuff I'm talking about, where only the people that he knows shows up in this store, at the perfect time to catch him working, and when they just happen to need these things, those are the types of things that are obvious to me. Like I knew they were coming, but the way that they do it and the way that it's shown is hilarious. I was dying, just by his reaction, just by how he couldn't get out of a suit, and by the time he can get out of this suit, he really didn't want to get out of the suit. Like it was the worst time possible time for that person, for him to get out of the suit at the time he did. So our swimmer and our glasses girl comes in looking for new bras for the girl with the glasses, because I guess she outgrew whatever she was already rocking. Um, and so because of that, she needs to be remeasured and stuff like that to figure out where she's actually at. And of course, our boy's got to be the one to do that. I mean, why wouldn't he be the one, right? So he does that. They, I mean, he does that for, the girl with the glasses, and the other girl, the swimmer, pretty much asks him the question of, if you saw me wearing one of these two, or a boy saw me at the age like year 3, which one would he like? He pretty much would know if he saw any parts of that stuff, like the strap of a bra, for instance. He would know that she's straight up wearing that, and I think that's the reason why he's so embarrassed and like so, like shy about it, embarrassed, because I mean, he knows exactly what's gonna go on their body now, and that's some reason why, like, when you get in a relationship, that's when even that stuff start that stuff that type of stuff becomes, relatively really important, but or like rarely, secretive between you and your girlfriend. Like no one else should know what else she's buying and putting on besides someone important. And this man has now known what they're all gonna put on. And the best part being the girl who shows up, who declined the invite from these girls to show up here, even though she's here now. She declined the invite so she can shop freely without pretty much feeling insecure, pretty is how she put it. And not only that, she then goes to show us that she knows exactly what size she is. She knows exactly what type she can wear. All this stuff. But just to be safe, she wanted to grab a size in every cup up by 2. Just to be safe, like she probably started with the C's and worked her way down to the B's. Oh man, but she came out so happy. She's like, well, whatever, I guess A's is the way to go, and it wasn't anything like shocking to her because it shouldn't be. She should have known that's what it was gonna come out to be. But the whole like gist of her going in with such optimism, and even coming out like not even like terribly mad about not growing or anything. She then finds out that when she's coming out of the store, well, okay, to be fair, the substitute teacher was there as well for some reason, or the tutor was there too, and he had to literally help her remove her bra, and he winds up getting to see everything because the bra falls off. Um, of course, what's her face? The girl who we know her size and whatever, she didn't see that instance. Like she wasn't there for that, I don't think. Um, but because she was there when she was pretty much told the mascot that what she needed, why she needed, or what types of ones she needed. That was enough for her. That was enough to ruin her. Like she literally comes out of the dressing room after seeing him, and this super super ridiculous dark shading pops up, and she just says, God is dead. Because she's already knows the two girls with their sizes have been here and was helped by him, probably, if they, if they needed help. And now he knows everything about her as well. So she doesn't believe in anything in this world anymore. And I absolutely was dead. So this show did it again. Absolutely amazing. I enjoyed it so much, and I hope you guys definitely check it out. I think it's 13 episodes and not 12. So it looks like episode 9's about, or the next episode is just gonna be hype in general. With looks like the outing with all the ladies, and even someone who isn't one of them is trying to move in on our boy, and not even the substitute teach or the tutor. So. With all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I hope you guys enjoyed Demon Slayer and We Never Learned this week in the reviews, and I will try to get to you guys some reviews as soon as possible. So, with that being said, peace.